Oh, hey, indeed. Welcome to the Guest Room Podcast. This is my podcast, and these are my friends. That's Kevin over there. First, there's Andy. There's KD.
Gonna.
And there's Matthew.
Win.
First, I'm going to win.
Then I'm going to crush you.
Who is the sayer of the opening sentence? Like, who gets to stake claim as being the I there?
I don't know.
Is it? To me, I mean, it really can't be anyone in the middle. It's either the first or the last.
I just
you're
like
not
the
first,
fact,
you're last.
It just occurred to me now that this is like the episode in Community where Jeff has everybody else roll a die to see who's going to go get the food. Mike, you never have to do the sentence. That's what's so brilliant about your strategy. Everybody else has to do the sentence, and you never have to do it.
By the way, that is a hilarious episode. That's my favorite episode of Community. Go watch it if you haven't.
I've tried.
That episode?
No, but why would I start in the middle of something?
Oh, that one's amazing.
Yeah, that's worth skipping everything else to go for. I don't remember what it's called, but it's great.
Something about chaos theory. I think. Remedial chaos theory.
There you go.
There you go.
You would have done well in my science category, Matthew.
I wouldn't have actually. That was way too hard. I was not close.
Listeners, welcome into the Guest Room Podcast. We play trivia games, and that's what we do. But first, we invite you to play a trivia game, and it's called the Secret Phrase Game. It's not really a trivia game. One of the hosts has been assigned a secret phrase by the other hosts, and it's your job to guess what the phrase was and who the host was. We'll tell you how to submit your guess at the end of the episode. Today, we're going to be playing a little round of Jeopardy, which I'm told is called a
Jeopardy.
And I'm also told that this is a special round of Jeopardy. Now, this one's been prepared for us by Matthew.
Hi, Matthew.
Hey.
Hello. How are you doing?
Hello. La la la. That's a Seinfeld reference. Sorry.
That one went over my head. Although I do like Seinfeld. It's just they took it off Hulu, and that's the only way I had to watch it.
Yeah.
Can I take umbrage with myself?
Sure.
I don't like that I like Seinfeld more than I like Community.
This is
I
a
mean,
safe place.
You're
can
kind
talk
of
about
old school. Seinfeld is super old school.
But I don't like old things. So, like, I really find myself not liking anything ever.
Well, great. We'll pick that thought up right where we left it sometime later.
Fair.
Matthew, can you run us through your categories?
So this is a very special episode because it's all about my favorite podcast, and perhaps yours too, The Guest Room.
Oh, I thought you were going
not
to
Tom
say
Holland?
Radio Lab.
No, and so perhaps this is a bit of an exercise in navel gazing, but we're going to do it anyway, and hopefully you guys will enjoy a bunch of questions about the four of you.
You realize
And-
navel gazing is a little more difficult for some than others.
Well, that's why he said it's an exercise. In
Oh,
navel gazing.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
It's a little bit of a workout to get
Nobody said navel gazing was easy,
Mirrors.
but
Thanks, Coldplay.
nobody said it would be so hard.
Somebody please write that parody.
I don't get it.
Nobody said navel gazing was easy, but nobody said it would be so hard.
Still no?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe if I sing it. Sing it again. All right, so here we go. Let's get to some categories. Category 1 is gruesome host.
Gruesome.
Am I the gruesome host? Who knows? What does it all mean? The next category is as an initial matter.
D.
MADDER.
Which, by the way, what is the D in initial D?
I have no idea.
Driver?
Okay.
Ding dong.
Moving on.
That's a future question from KD, so he doesn't want to tip the answer.
Probably.
Guest room stats.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Does this make you the official statistician of the podcast?
Well, I've been
Was there
keeping
any question about that?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I've been keeping a spreadsheet for months, so I certainly hope so.
Hey, by the way, any of you other listeners who are keeping a spreadsheet regarding our stats, please send it, and we will compare it to Matthew's.
Yeah, cross
and,
check.
and we will see who is the official statistician.
The guest room podcast at gmail.com.
That's fair. Department of Corrections Department. You
I
knew
should
it was
read.
coming.
I should read to the bottom of your emails.
Yeah.
Huh?
I am Iron Man.
Those must be questions that Matthew doesn't like.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And finally, Esge Umre.
Oh.
Language things.
No, it's not language things.
How do you like the Pig Latin spelling?
Yeah, Pig Latin. There you go. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that
Spell
category is
way?
Pig Latin. Pig Latin answers.
Ik pay atten lay.
Anybody brush up on their Pig Latin lately?
I just said ik pay atten lay, and that's about the best I got.
That's
There's
pretty good.
Also, Pabagab. You remember that?
I remember not getting it.
Oh, we could do Pig Latin spoonerisms.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
no.
Please no.
Flying too far, flying
Please
too
no.
close to the sun.
So glad I'm going to be gone.
All right,
That I've been gone.
I will entertain questions about these.
You are
categories.
gone.
Tell me about I Am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man. All of the answers are going to rhyme with Iron Man. So there'll be different types of Iron Men, I suppose.
Okay.
Wow.
TGR stats, I assume it's just
Interesting statistics from episodes from the show. To this point, there have been, as of the taping of this podcast, about 50, I think. Let's see.
Episodes?
50
Jepisodes.
Jepisodes. So yeah, 50.
You know, I will tell you, we discussed keeping our own stats very early on in the conception of this podcast.
Concepcion, if you will.
And we
won't.
really haven't had the time or the inclination to do that since then. Maybe in the future we would have gotten around to thinking about it again. But the fact that you've done this makes you even more invaluable to our podcast. So thank you, Matthew.
All right. Actually, 60. I miscounted.
Oh, wow.
Here. So there-
Okay.
Never mind.
You
All
can't
the stuff
count
that he
60.
just said.
What's Gruesome Host?
Gruesome Host is an anagram for the guest room. Yeah. How about that?
What's the Department of Corrections department?
This is going to be things that were wrong on the show that may or may not have been corrected at the time.
And as an initial matter?
As an initial matter, I'm not going to give a clue for that one. You guys will see.
Okay.
All right. Let's have Kevin start us off.
As an initial matter for 100.
As an initial matter for 100, this KD is also known as the Slim Reaper.
Katie,
KD.
Kevin Durant.
There you go. Very nice.
Okay.
Initial matter for 2.
This MD is what you get after many years of school.
Katie.
Yep.
KD.
Masters of Divinity.
No, that's an MDiv. Andy,
Andy.
It's MD.
medical doctorate, medical doctor.
Yes, medical doctor or doctor of medicine. Yeah, MDiv is Master of Divinity.
But that starts with a D, don't it?
But nobody calls it MD.
Nobody calls it MD.
House, MDiv.
All right, Andy, the board is yours.
300.
This KO is a statistic.
Katie.
Kevin,
Knockout.
I like that most people are getting their own. That makes me happy. Yes, knockout is correct.
I mean, I could also say strikeout. It
But-
depends on
Nah.
what sport you're referring to.
But it's a K, right? Isn't a strikeout just a K?
It's just a K.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm glad I said knockout.
Yeah.
400.
This AS is a U.S. territory.
Katie.
KD.
American Samoa.
There you go.
Initial matter 5.
This MO is the way you do things.
Katie.
KD.
Modus operandi.
Very good. Yes.
I've never known what that was, so thank you.
Mode of
Now-
operation.
no, never mind.
Initial for 6.
This TGR represents the end.
Andy,
Andy.
Grim Reaper.
Yes, very good. That was a tough one.
Whoa. That is tough.
I wasn't sure anybody was going to get that.
Well, I
one.
was kind of confused because like, wait, you went with Slim Reaper in the first clue, and
Yeah, there's a bit of a hint there for you.
Slim to Grim. There's Nathan.
Yeah.
okay.
What?
That's the episode title.
Department of Corrections department for 100.
All right. So here's an example. It's very important that you say the actual thing from the episode. For example, if I said, "Sorry, Kevin, but this city isn't the capital of Nevada," you would need to say Reno. You could not say Las Vegas or Tallahassee or any number of different things, even though that's also true. I'm looking for the actual thing from the episode. Otherwise, it will not count.
Okay.
All right. You have been warned. Andy, did you say for 100?
Yeah.
Sorry, KD, but neither laughingstock, lukewarmness, or lonesomeness have this
KD.
many letters. KD.
11.
No, that is incorrect.
Still don't know.
You still can't get it right.
Kevin,
Kevin.
14.
14 is correct. Kevin was the first person to think to go to the board, and that helped him because then he could see the other ones have 12 and 13 letters.
I remembered it was 12 or more, and then I wrote down 2 of them, and they were 12 and 13. I was like, oh, it must be 14.
Yep.
Although 15 is also more, so. But
That was 23.
21 is okay too.
Yeah. TGR stats for 100.
All right. Oh, he's been waiting for this one. All right. This host has won the second most
Kevin.
episodes. Kevin.
Mike.
That is correct.
Oh, I didn't know that.
200.
This host is the only one who has finished with negative quadruple digits. Andy.
KD.
No, that is incorrect.
Kitty.
Katie.
Andy.
Andy is correct.
He's finished with quintuple digits.
Yeah. I had 25,000.
I just knew he finished with the record. I figured that was the question.
I don't know exactly how many it was, but it was
It was a
5
lot.
digits.
I should have specified that it was in a Jepisode, though, because there was a Jepisode where, as host, you finish with negative quadruple digits.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I was looking at the actual scores.
Oh.
But Andy, just so you know, you have done that 4 times. So congratulations.
One for each of us.
Let's do Department of Corrections Department for 2.
All right, Department of Corrections Department. Sorry, KD, but narcissism Todd is not an anagram for this.
Katie.
Yes, KD.
Doc Martin.
That is correct.
bad.
It's not an anagram for this shoe
I
brand.
really hope all of these are sorry, Katie.
Can we get your thoughts, kind of commentary as we go through this, Matthew? Like, how bad did that one rate compared to the other bad things that have happened?
This one is probably the worst one because Doc Martens actually doesn't even have an I.
Hi,
in
it's
it.
Martin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Martens. So neither narcissism nor narcissism.
So bad.
It was never close. All right, Katie, you're
DCD for 3.
boo 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 boo.
Let's make it a true.
All right.
True with his 1100.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, Katie. This word is not an onomatopoeia.
Are these all KD?
I hope they're all KD.
Me too. Probably.
I don't even know when this is from.
I remember what it's from, but I don't remember what you said either. Do you remember what it's from? What question?
Crash.
No.
It's from episode 20 for those who are playing along at home.
It's definitely on.
I have a guess for no points.
Crash, you said, Katie?
Yep.
All right, guesses for no points.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia is correct. In episode 20, Katie claimed that the word onomatopoeia was in itself an onomatopoeia.
It just sounds so much like an onomatopoeia.
But an onomatopoeia.
Was that in the question, or did I just say that?
I think you might have just mentioned it.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
yeah,
whether
because
it was in a
I was
question or
trying.
not.
There's some type of word that feels like what it is, and I said onomatopoeia was like that. So it's like crusty or moist.
Oh, no, it was. I have it written down here that it was a clue. So,
And
yeah.
I don't remember that.
It was close.
You said this word, this word is itself an onomatopoeia. But an onomatopoeia is a sound that something makes, not a
Yeah.
word.
Guess
All
from,
right.
guess from stats for 300. No, wait.
it's my
It's
board.
not my board.
It's Katie's board, but
But I got
back
it for
to
no
0.
points, so-
You did.
DCD for 4.
Sorry, Katie, but Suriname is not an anagram for this.
Katie.
Yes, Katie.
Oh,
Aneurysm.
Aneurysm is correct.
This is
Aneurysm
unfair
has a Y.
because here's the thing: he has to live with his mistakes, and the rest of us try to block them out from our memory.
I don't know why you would.
We get to leave them in the guest room and go home.
But he's gone back down to 0, so it all even out.
Katie lays in bed at night. Like, man, that was a dumb answer.
The funny thing
I
is,
usually don't think that.
when I made this category, it was not designed to be all Katie things, but
Was it
should
designed to be all
it-
Andy
it-
things?
No,
No,
it's
Andy
just-
doesn't screw up
Andy,
that.
Andy doesn't do clues that are incorrect.
Yeah, I just give wrong answers.
Yeah, that's a different category.
Man, can you make up some conglomerate category
Category.
of bad Andy answers on wrong KD questions?
Oh man, I don't know.
Before and after.
That's a challenge.
Frankenstein thing.
Challenge for another day.
Let's go DCD for 5.
Sorry, Katie, but this Bible man did not credit his cousin, although he did save the king.
Repeat.
Sorry, Katie, but this Bible man did not credit his cousin, although he
Mike.
did save the king. Mike.
Mordecai.
Mordecai is correct. Very
Huh.
good.
Oh, depth of core depth for 6.
All right. Sorry, Katie, but the Hebrew for Joshua.
Mike.
is- Mike.
Yeshua.
No, I'm sorry. The Hebrew for Joshua is not Yeshua.
Katie.
Katie.
Yehoshua.
Yehoshua is correct.
I thought we
Very
were
good.
supposed to say the wrong answer that KD gave. That's how you introduced the category.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, no. Let's
I mean,
see.
I was the one that gave the answer Yeshua in that episode.
Right.
Right,
I
but
know,
that's what he
Katie
said was the
accepted it
correct
as a
answer.
valid answer. Yeah, but this is. I
But it
think
was he said, sorry, KD.
Yeah.
Not sorry, Kevin.
Well, yeah. Katie thought it was the right answer, but it wasn't the right answer. Okay. Well,
That was
All right.
weird.
I don't know.
Well,
What,
well,
how do we want
I
to?
take slight umbrage, but
Slumbridge. Ooh. Sleeping umbrage?
Slum
I mean,
Dunder Umbrage Air.
The question does say the Hebrew for Joshua is not Yeshua; it's this. So, I mean, the question is pretty clear.
yeah. I think it was. I was just confused by the way you introduced it, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I understand.
Let's go TGR
I would
stats for
have slight
3.
umbrage too.
This number is the highest winning score.
Kevin,
Kevin.
17,000.
Yes, you just said it the other day.
Was it 17,000 even? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to live with my mistakes too. 400.
All right. This number is within 100. So if you give me a number within 100 of the right answer, you'll be okay. This number is within 100 of the lowest winning score in a episode.
I know how many digits it has, and if I could be within 200, I could easily make a guess. But the problem is, I have to be within 100.
If you know how many digits it has, I mean,
I would have. Well, okay.
It was an Andy board, for those who are wondering. I don't remember whether it was
I think
the
it's the
famous
water pump one.
pump board, but it may have been because that episode was pretty rough.
Man, I have. Oh,
Or my phone models board.
Oh.
I think those were both the same board, weren't they? That's the problem.
Kevin,
Kevin,
500.
that is correct.
Oh.
The answer is 401. You won
Wow.
with 401.
I knew it was between 4 and 800, so I would have guessed 600 if you gave me the 200 point cushion. 500.
Apparently, some of the categories were discontinued sodas, TV theme songs,
no, I liked the discontinued sodas.
and Battle of the Sexes. So,
Oh, that's right. No, we got no questions right.
No, Mike.
That
Mike got
wasn't-
the what's the file thing? The
No, wasn't anyone like
I thought Mike.
Oh,
got
the
that.
nail file?
I don't know what that's called. It must
Oh.
have been you.
Maybe it was you.
I
I don't
think it
even
was
remember
me.
what it's called.
The
Yeah, the thing.
Sometimes
The
we
thing.
learn things and sometimes we
I
forget
did sick.
things.
I don't remember.
500.
Oh, sorry. I realized my headphones came disconnected there. Consequently, I've been listening intently without any ears. All right, let's see. Get it back in there. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. 500. The lowest and highest all-time top scores for Andy, Mike, and KD are separated by this margin, which is one of the following: 100, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000.
I don't understand.
So Andy, Mike, and KD each have a top score. Those three top scores fit within a range. Is the range 100, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000? Your best episode scores ever.
Didn't you say highest and lowest?
Of the
mean
three of us.
highest and lowest
Just
out of their
of the highest.
out of their three top scores.
Okay, and give the options again.
I haven't had a well.
The options are 100, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000.
I don't feel like I've had a really good top score.
Are you taking only winning scores?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
I'm
No.
pretty sure that KD and Mike have had really high
Losing scores. Well, when you scored 17,000, I had like 11 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So winning scores only, because there was one high second place score that I didn't factor in.
Andy, I thought you had a resounding win.
I don't.
Due to low pointage by.
I thought it
Us two.
resounded.
Well, I mean, if he.
Have I guessed yet?
4,000 to.
Have I guessed?
You've guessed
Thrice.
more than I have.
It's worth 500. I can't guess at this.
Yeah, it's just a straight up guess.
This is the Guest Room podcast.
Okay. I'm
What are the
ahe-
options?
Ahead, so go ahead.
100,
Have
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000.
I mean, I know what my guess would be for no points, but I can't chance it.
All right.
No.
Hit that sounder. Okay, so what would everybody's guesses have been?
3,000.
2,000.
1,000.
The answer is 100.
No way.
Yes, isn't that shocking?
That's shocking.
What?
And
My
I was
top
like, well,
score.
it can't be 100.
Andy's best winning score was 5,000.
What?
KD's best winning score was 5,001. And Mike's best winning score was 5,100.
Oh, suck on it.
And my best winning score is 5,201, which is also very
Wow.
close to the range. Isn't that funny?
Score 5,000.
All right. Okay.
600.
This number is within 1,000 of KD's total negative host points.
Kitty,
KD,
negative 25,000.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Are you sure?
Yes, KD's total negative host points.
Total negative host points.
Oh,
Mike,
Mike,
negative 27,000.
that is correct. Negative
Darn it.
27,201 altogether. Because there were 2 different episodes where you lost.
oh,
negative host
total.
points.
That's what I was
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Cumulative.
great.
I did not get that at all. That you were talking about multiple less.
But he was so sure.
27201.
24601.
No, 27201 is your negative
that's
score.
what you,
That's my prisoner number.
Yes. And may you always live with it. Maybe we'll give you some more points.
I mean,
so
to
that
be fair,
get
you
back
are
up
in
to-
the Department of Corrections department. So.
That's me.
We're halfway through this board. How
We
does the
are.
score stand?
Well, I've just gotten back up into the positives. KD's got 400, Mike's got 500, Andy's got 600, and Kevin's got double that, 1,200.
This
It
is
would
kind
help-
of-
it would
this is
help
kind
if
of
I
like
stopped
our top
losing
scores of all
points.
time.
It's a close game.
Our top scores of all time are closer than that.
Yeah. And yours are further away than that.
All right, who has the board?
Get better, Kevin.
I have the
Jeez.
board. No. Mike got that right. Mike has the board.
I've.
I just like having the board.
Let's go gruesome host for 100.
All right, so as a reminder, all of these answers will be anagrams of the words "the guest room."
Oh, man.
So, for
Okay.
example, this is another word for a horrible-looking person who's doing the episode. Gruesome host.
I wouldn't talk about yourself like that.
I'm just trying to give an example.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody's preparing their boards
Yeah.
for battle. I'll give Katie his board back. All right. What you might say if you're cheering for a trio of enormous wrestlers. Blank, blank, blank.
K's. Oh, no?
There's no K's in the guest room.
Katie might think differently.
Please repeat.
What you might say if you're cheering for a trio of enormous wrestlers. Blank, blank, blank.
Mike.
Mike,
Go 3 sumos.
you got it. Very nice.
That is good.
I like that. 200.
Sometimes you come up with great ideas for a board and they turn out sweet. Other times, blank, blank, blank.
Kevin,
Kevin.
them goes sour.
No, I don't think I can give that to you.
Can you please repeat?
Sometimes you come up with great ideas for a board and they turn out sweet. Other times, blank, blank, blank.
I'll definitely take some slight umbrage there.
Slumbridge.
Maybe medium umbrage.
Meth goes sour.
I hate it when that happens.
It's the worst. You leave it out in the sun.
Repeat.
Sometimes you come up with great ideas for a board and they turn out sweet. Other times, blank, blank, blank.
Mike.
Mike.
Themes go sour.
Themes go sour is correct. Kevin, you were close, but you didn't have themes in there for great ideas for a board. So I felt like I could not give it to you. All right, Mike.
Let's stick with gruesome host for 300 because we've already done 2.
NBC might have said blank, blank, blank when they decided to cancel their show about people with superpowers.
Should I know what show that is?
I don't know if it was during a
Can you please
childhood
repeat?
phase. NBC might have said blank, blank, blank when they decided to cancel their show about people with superpowers.
Andy?
Andy.
A weird spelling, but got some heroes?
God. Oh, no, because you...
Mike.
Some is not spelled S-O-M.
Yeah,
so
but that's got some.
Mike.
I could not give it to you, Mike.
Heroes must go.
Heroes Must Go is correct.
I guess that works.
If it had worked, if you had all the letters, I would have given you Gut Some Heroes because that was the right.
I had all the letters.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Them goes sour.
But he had all the elements of the clue.
Oh, you
Them.
said goes?
Your multiple clues.
But an idea for a board is the
theme.
Gruesome host, 400.
All right. People who wear black clothes and eyeliner file more lawsuits, comparatively speaking. In other words,
Katie.
blank, KD.
Emos sue more.
No, I'm sorry. That's not correct.
Are you sure that's not right? No, there's
Yes.
no T in
Can you
emos
say it
sue
again?
more.
There's no G in there.
Or
People
T.
who wear black clothes and eyeliner file more lawsuits, comparatively speaking. In other words, blank. Kevin.
Goths sue more.
Goth sue more. Thank you.
Flargen Dargan.
You were on the right track, KD. You just went a little too early there. All right, Kevin.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. The new corpses aren't kept in these buildings. They're kept in blank.
Say it again.
The new corpses aren't kept in these buildings. They're
Kevin.
kept in, yes. Kevin.
Those morgues.
Those morgues is correct. Good job.
6.
All right, this one's a hard one. When Kevin loses, he's the biggest sad, also known as the blank.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Huge huge moroist.
Kitty.
Morosist.
Kitty.
Katie.
Hugest morose.
Hugest morose is correct. Oh, Kevin. You pulled a KD. You got somebody else the rest of the way there to the answer.
I gave him the 400, so
Fair is fair. All right, Katie, you're up.
did not expect to be up.
Well, I don't mean you're up in the game. I just mean it's your turn.
we know that's not true.
What are the scores, Mike? I know that was a
Speaking
a
of
tough
up and
category
down,
there.
Andy and KD each have 600 points with way different ways of getting there. Mike has 1,100 and Kevin has 1,500.
Ooh, very close. All right. Okay, Katie, the board is yours.
Let's go SK Umre for 100. For 100. for
100 for 100, hey. All right, so as a reminder, these are Pig Latin answers. So the answers will consist of two answers, one of which is the Pig Latin version of the other answers. And
Okay.
so as a reminder, Pig Latin, you take the first sound
Are
in the
you,
word.
you're looking for the Pig Latin part.
Yeah, but the answers would be like Pig Latin,
Ig Pay At and Lay.
Pay At and Lay. So you have to have both components.
You do have to have both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's give it a try. 100. Oh, to Pig Latin, for those who don't know, you take the first sound, you put it on the end of the word and say A after it. All right.
So guest room becomes SK Umre.
Right. All right, blank bear. We can do this the hard way or we can do this the blank.
Kevin. Easy A way. Easy way.
Easy way, and the other one is
Easy A way.
nope.
Ooh, I don't know this is going to be a translating Pig Latin category.
Yeah. How does one
Mike.
Pig Latin?
Mike,
Wheezy, easy way.
Wheezy and easy way are the answers. Because the first part is, all right, Wheezy bear, we can do this the hard way or we can do this the easy way. So those are the two blanks. there.
Whoa. Wait. I don't understand what just happened. So can we review it one more time?
Yeah. Okay. So the two answers are Pig Latin versions. One is the Pig Latin version of the other one. So the first word was wheezy. All right, blank bear. All right, wheezy bear is Andy. We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the blank easy way. Because wheezy, when you change it to Pig Latin, is easy way.
So there was 3 blanks, but only that was
hard.
In my defense, I sent in a Pig Latin Patreon category, but it just hasn't been used yet, apparently.
Well, you can point fingers elsewhere than this side of the table.
All right. Okay, who's ready for more? Mike?
It's my board.
No, I got that right.
Oh, you did.
Let's go SK Umre for 200.
Okay, SK Umre for 200. My kid's favorite guest room host is blank, and with all of the work he does, his salary should be at least blank.
Mike.
Mike.
KD 80K.
80K and KD, very good, yes. Sorry, no offense to the other guest room hosts.
Hey,
but
everyone's got one.
they do like KD.
SK Umre 300.
All right. Mike wants blank a jepisode while only guessing 7 times. I guess that's blank to
Mike,
do it.
hit.
Mike.
1 and One way.
Yes. That's a bit of an etch stray, I'll admit it. But
Did you have that written down on
yes,
your board?
I definitely did.
God, stop it.
Let's go Gaius Reum for 400.
I should take points away from you just for that mangling. Eske Umre for 400. If Kevin's not winning, he tends to blank, but he'd cheer up if someone to blank him.
Katie.
Yes, Katie.
Pout and outpay.
Yes, very good. He'd cheer up if someone offered to outpay him as compared to the other hosts.
I don't even get the punchline.
If Kevin's not winning, he tends to pout,
Right.
is the first word.
Yeah.
But he'd cheer up if someone offered to outpay him as compared to the other hosts.
I don't get that.
Out becomes outpay.
Pout is
No, I know, but what is outpay even doing?
Like,
You don't get a salary?
they're paying you more than... Oh,
Yeah.
you're not getting paid?
You haven't made your check?
Oh.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay, I still don't really understand. Go ahead.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Please join the guest list.
Just so that we can pay Kevin. I'm getting my appearance fee, right? I mean, I know we didn't... It's just my usual fee. All right, Katie, you're up.
SK Umre for 5.
If Andy aces a whole category, he should blank his cap to our cheers. But if he finishes with negative points, he just had a
Kevin.
blank. Kevin.
Doff off day.
Yay, very
Oh,
good. You
Wow,
got one.
nice. I was like, what's an IPTE?
Nice job.
Gaius room for 600.
I think that was an intentional pronunciation. If I brought some candy made by Russell Blanks, would it help me not
Kevin.
blank? Kevin.
Stover overstay.
Very good. Would it help me not overstay my welcome as guest host?
Wow.
I mean, it turns out you only have to think about the first half of
Yeah.
the clue,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
just
I
need
was
to
just
like completely block out the
Thinking
second thing
of
that he said.
candy brought by Russell Crowe, and it was really confusing.
Yeah, what's an okray?
Nicely done.
I am Iron Man for 100.
Question mark?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about going with the other way around.
Okay.
All right. I am Iron Man for 100.
Can you explain this category again?
Yeah, so all of the things rhyme with Iron Man. There'll be like other types of Iron Men.
Okay.
And the origination of this category is because, you...
Yeah. Didn't
it-
give you irate man?
Yeah, because it's 2 syllables. All right, anyway, I'm not sore about that.
Them
All
goes sour, don't they?
right. Them goes sour indeed.
Mike.
All right. Mike.
Fireman.
No, that's not correct. Pulling a KD there. All right, here we go for 100.
You mean not getting points?
No, guessing early.
Ah.
This superhero stops a type of fraud that's a federal crime.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Wireman.
Wireman is correct. All right, Kevin.
200.
This superhero fights flashovers and backdrafts.
Kevin.
Kitty.
Kevin.
Fireman.
Fireman is correct.
300.
You were close, Mike. 300. This superhero steps in when sites like Monster and Indeed fail.
Mike.
Mike.
Higher man.
Higher Man, that is correct.
400.
This superhero hails from Mikkel Delving on the White Downs.
Kitty.
KD.
Shire man?
Shire Man, very good. I figured with this Lord of the Rings group, somebody would get that. Apparently, that's the capital of the Shire. Would I have known that without looking it up? No, I would not have.
Me neither. Never heard of it. Iron Man for 5.
This superhero is always giving grave warnings about the
Andy.
situation. Andy.
Dire Man.
Dire Man, very good. All right,
Sitting
Andy.
on that.
So, yeah.
And
600.
The last one. This superhero uses only one specific literary type, employed in works such as Gulliver's Travels.
Read it again.
This superhero uses only one specific literary type, employed in works such as Gulliver's Travels.
No, I made it through all the letters.
None of them make sense.
The correct answer is Satire Man.
Oh, I was thinking like Friar. Maybe there was a Friar type.
All right, Mike, hit us with those scores.
I will hit you over the head with these scores.
Ouch.
We've got Andy at 1,100, KD at 1,400, Mike at 1,900, and Kevin pulled ahead a little bit with 2,800.
Ooh.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, what are the scores again? I wasn't listening.
Why not?
What? I was distracted.
His headphones came out.
Okay.
No.
It's been
He was-
happening a lot this episode.
Yeah.
It really is.
Listening without ears. I
KD,
think.
you've got 1,400.
Okay.
Andy has 1,100.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin has 2,800,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 1,900.
Okay.
All right, your Final Jeopardy category is Stat of the Day, Stat of the Day. Any Dan Patrick listeners out there? No?
No.
Ah, too bad.
Danica Patrick?
No, Dan Patrick,
No.
sports radio host.
My problem with Dan Patrick is he used to be with Keith Olbermann, and I don't feel good things about Keith Olbermann at this point in time.
No good things?
No good things about Keith Olbermann. No.
Bad things?
Bad things.
Camilla Cabello?
Yeah.
What?
I love those moments from KD. They're my favorite.
All right, Stat of the Day is the category.
I thought it was stat of the day. Stat of the day.
Yes, that's true, but nobody got the reference, so I just shrunk it back to Stat of the Day.
Oh.
KD stepping in as the Department of Corrections Department.
Mike has hosted 13 times. 13 episodes to this point, I should say. I won once, and he also hosted for Ben once, and Andy won that episode. Out of the remaining 12 episodes, how many did Kevin win?
Wait. I'm a little confused. Can you clarify? When you say he hosted for Ben one episode, you're not counting that towards his 13?
I clarified that in that episode. Andy won that one, so that was like
Part of the 13, then.
No, that was the 14th episode.
Oh.
Okay,
So I'm just excluding that one from the category. Mike has hosted 13 of his own boards.
Right.
I won one time, and the question is, how many times did Kevin win out of the remaining 12 episodes?
There we go.
And these are of episodes that have aired as of the taping of this episode.
Correct.
After this, I really want to know some of the other stats, like our all-time records and things like
Oh
that.
yes, I'm happy to give that to you. Yes, this is as of episode 76.
Yeah, all I have to do is divide from what I know of you.
Wait, divide or divine?
Divine.
Which is not the same as a doctorate, by the way.
No. A medical divine.
I have an answer. Oh. I'll take some more time.
Keep thinking, Andy. Keep thinking.
Do you have an answer? Do you?
Don't they say, like, you should always change your answer?
Always.
Always
Every
change
time.
your answer.
The Monty Hall problem. Whenever you think you have the right answer, change it to something different.
Okay, I change it.
I'm between a few.
All right, time to write it, Mike. Okay.
Boom.
All right, Andy, we're going to go with you first. Andy risked all of his points, and he says 9 out of the 12 episodes. Okay. KD risks $13.99, so almost all of his points, and he said 12 out of the 12
That was a
episodes.
good guess.
Mike wrote 11 out of the 12 episodes. He risked all 1,900 of his points, and Kevin said 11 out of the 12 episodes, and he risked 1,001 points. All right. The correct answer is all 12 episodes.
Let's go!
No one has ever won a Mike-hosted episode besides Kevin and one time me.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? I just couldn't believe it. I went back and checked it like 3
That
times.
is amazing.
I thought for sure that I lost one to KD at some point.
No, you almost lost to him the other day.
Yeah,
And
I should have beaten you, and I didn't.
you beat him by 1 on the Virginia question.
Man, I really
There-
I considered so hard putting 12.
Did
but
you win?
No, he lost by 1.
lost.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie won because he's the only one who got it right. So Katie finishes with $27.99. Kevin in second place with
Oh.
16?
Oh, yeah.
$17.99. So exactly
$17.99.
1,000 points
Oh, yeah.
behind. And Andy and Mike both zeroed out.
Right
So
where-
congratulations to Katie.
Thank you.
Have you been sitting on this like just complete umbraged out with the fact that Mike always makes his boards for me or something?
I have been. The other day, Katie almost beat you, but fortunately he did not ruin the stat.
That's crazy.
Do you think it's because Mike can't get away from making a board for me?
Yeah, I think it's because you both grew up in the same household, so you're just your area of general knowledge, and you've spent so much time together. Like your areas of general knowledge just overlap so much; it's hard to get away from it.
Do you
Also, Katie makes really bad bids in Final Jeopardy sometimes.
that helps.
Sometimes.
Well, not today. Do you have the stat the other way around of the ones that I've hosted, or are you sitting on that stat for later?
Yeah, I've got the other ones. Everybody else, the other ones are all fairly unremarkable, but I'm happy to.
So I'm just curious. because you talked about Mike and how many I
Well-
won of Mike's, but how many did Mike win of mine?
I'm like a circle. No, I'm like a square, and you're like a rectangle. You have 10 extra years of knowledge. All I have
Sure.
fits into you.
But I'm just curious, did Mike win still an overwhelming majority of the episodes that I've hosted?
Actually, no. So out of the 16 times you've hosted, Mike has won 6, Katie's won 5, and Andy's won 4, and I won 1.
Wow.
Nice.
So I guess
Good
it's 17
distribution.
times now that Kevin's hosted.
It's funny that the inverse is not.
I know, isn't that funny? Yeah. I just thought that was so remarkable.
Does Kevin win a vast majority of mine as well?
Kevin has won 9 out of your 16 hosted boards. Okay. Mike has won 5, and Andy has won 2. So for your statistics for winning, coming into tonight, you all had a multiple of 7. Do you all want to guess your multiples of 7?
7.
You mean
Yeah. Andy's was 7. Yeah.
7, 14, 21, 28.
is this Jepisodes only?
Yeah, Jepisodes only.
Times we've won.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, number of
If I had
Jepisodes
to
you've
guess,
won.
we know that there are basically 49.
No, there are 60, around 60.
I mean,
59.
Oh, right.
7,
because
14, 21, 28.
No, 35.
No, 28 for you,
28.
Kevin. Don't get greedy.
21 for Mike.
It must be.
Katie and Andy both have 7, and Mike
Oh,
has 14.
14.
Oh.
Wow.
So there you go. So yeah, there's
We
a
won the
pretty
same
clear
amount.
Wow.
delineation.
That's fascinating.
That is
feel good,
fascinating.
but you must feel bad.
Wait. Even more fascinating is that I've won as many as KD and Andy, and Kevin has won as many as the three of us.
Yes, yeah. Isn't that remarkable?
And I've hosted 17 of the 28 that you guys have won. Actually, 15?
Yeah, 17, I think it is.
So that means when I'm not hosting, you guys have beaten me 11 times.
You've definitely won the vast majority of your games, yes.
And yet taken the most umbrage.
Oh, no doubt.
Although between Katie and Andy, Andy has taken third place far more often than Katie. Andy's taken third place 23 times. Katie's taken third place 13 times. So Katie's pretty good at coming in second.
You're an all or nothing kind of
Suffice
guy.
it to say.
it's either on or it's not.
Well, it's either day or it's night.
Yeah.
We only encountered Twilight Andy a couple of times.
Yeah.
Do you keep stats on the pubs?
No, I need to. I need to do that. I'll go back and compile it at some point.
He'll go back and compile it. What a dedicated host and listener, Matthew.
Yeah.
is.
Hey,
Number
it's
one
fun.
fan.
Yeah, I love you guys. You're great.
I know so much about my navel after this episode.
I know so much about your navel too. Apparently,
Thank you, Matthew. That really was fun. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
What did you?
Uh-huh.
that was the most fun I've had getting beaten in an episode of the guest room.
Just because it was so interesting.
Yes.
I'll take that as a compliment.
So final scores, just to recap: Andy and Mike with 0, Kev with 17.99, and KD with 27.99. Good
Does
win,
it count as a
KD.
third or a fourth for me?
That's a solid third.
A tie for third.
Listeners, remember that there was a secret phrase uttered at some point during the episode. So if you think you know who said it and what it was, send a guess to the guest room podcast at gmail.com sometime within the next week.
Man, I should have bid 0.
If you're correct, you'll get entered into the monthly
But
drawing.
you had to be scared about Mike beating you.
Beating you.
I was, and frankly, when he and I answered the same thing, I was feeling pretty darn confident.
Well, you have to at that point.
Yeah.
I would have guessed 11 or 10 myself. Like I just didn't think there was any way. It was
Those were the
possible.
three I was
Yeah.
between, 10, 11, 12. And I felt stronger about 12 than 10, but I just thought there had to be an episode that somebody else
I thought
won.
so too.
Surely Andy or Katie has won at some
Surely I
point.
can't be that confined to my own.
No, I think usually on a Mike board, there's at least one category that Kevin absolutely dominates
That is
in.
true,
Gets like
yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
Well, nice. For all of us here at the Guest Room Podcast, we'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts and from the deepest recesses of our brains. For Matthew, for KD, for Andy, for Kevin, I'm Mike, and as always, farewell.